AAMFT's Research and Education Foundation serves as a partner to AAMFT. It funds educational programs and evidence-based systemic research in an effort to improve healthcare outcomes and create stronger families. Its annual awards are a testament to this work being done at every level of the profession. The Foundation bestows cash awards to assist graduate students in the completion of their theses or dissertation. This year, the Foundation is pleased to present 2 awards for the Graduate Student Research Award. Aimee Hubbard of the University of Minnesota was selected for her thesis, African American Couples Help Seeking. And Morgan Lancaster of Florida State University was selected for her thesis, The Problem of Cyber Dating Abuse. Our committee congratulates you both and wishes you well on your research journeys. Each year, AAMFT's Research and Education Foundation honors members who contribute to the advancement of our profession and association through their dedication and efforts. The Outstanding Contribution to Marriage and Family Therapy Award highlights those who exemplify these values. This year, AAMFT is pleased to recognize 2 distinguished MFTs, Dr. Angela Lamson and Dr. J. Lappin. When one begins to examine MFT research, they will undoubtedly come across the work of Dr. Angela Lamson. She is a foremost authority on its practice of marriage and family therapy in multiple settings, including medical family therapy and work with military families. Her professional presentations, research stemming from a range of funding sources, authorship, and other scholarship demonstrate her outstanding and exceptional cumulative and empirical contributions to our field. Her efforts are also highlighted by her work at East Carolina University, where she serves as the director of a nationally recognized marriage and family therapy program that has a significant impact on our profession. Few programs, if any, are better known for their training and contributions to the field of medical family therapy. Dr. Lamson's personal contributions to the field and our association are also impressive. She has served as a reviewer on the Journal of Marriage and Family Therapy, as well as a member of its editorial advisory committee. She has also served in leadership roles as the chair of the MFT Elections Council, as a leader in the North Carolina Association of Marriage and Family Therapy, as a mentor for the AAMFT Certificate of Leadership Program, and as one of the founding MFTs on the Family Therapists in Healthcare Settings Topical Interest Network of AAMFT. She has served on countless other AAMFT work groups as well. Through contributions in multiple levels of the profession and the association, Dr. Lamson has indelibly helped to shape the future of marriage and family therapy for the better. Our committee is also pleased to honor Dr. J. Lappin with the Outstanding Contribution Award. Dr. Lappin crafted his skills under the supervision of some of the greatest minds in our field, Salvador Minuchin, Jay Haley, Carl Whitaker, and Braulo Montalvo. His subsequent work has been instrumental in furthering structural family therapy and memorializing one of its founders through his extensive work with the Minuchin Center for the Family. Dr. Lappin served as a contributing editor to the Psychotherapy Networker for over 32 years and served as the editorial review committee for other family therapy journals. He has conducted trainings for organizations from the Division of Family Service in Delaware to the Taiwan Mental Health Association. Dr. Lappin's contributions have been well noticed by his colleagues, best evidenced by one who remarked, "Jay is well known and the best kept secret in the field of MFTs. He has touched the lives of many clinicians and students, continuing to shape their outlook and breathe faith into their abilities as future family therapists." Our committee is pleased to honor Dr. Angela Lamson and Dr. J. Lappin and thank them for the incredible contributions to our field. The AAMFT Research and Education Foundation Dissertation Award recognizes scholarly achievement by recent graduates whose research relates to couples and family therapy or family therapy training. The 2 recipients of the 2020 award are Stephanie Arms from the University of Georgia for her research, Reexamining the Cost of Caring, a mixed methods exploration of secondary traumatic stress in marriage and family therapists. And Braden Brown of East Carolina University for his work, Beyond the Lines, exploring the impact of adverse childhood experiences on NCAA student-athlete health. Congratulations to both of you. The AAMFT Research and Education Foundation Thesis Award honors the scholarly achievement of recent master's level graduates completing theses related to couple and family therapy or family therapy training. For 2020, the committee is pleased to honor with this award Kristen Puckett of East Carolina University for her thesis, Stress and Resilience in Gender Non-Binary Individuals. Congratulations, Kristen. This year, the awards committee had the pleasure of selecting 2 recipients for the AAMFT Research and Education Foundation Minority Stipend. These scholarships are awarded annually to support the recruitment, training, and retention of talented minorities in our field. Lawren Jenkins from the University of Louisiana Monroe plans to advance her career with the goal of eliminating the stigma of mental health treatment in the African American community. She hopes to, one day, start a nonprofit focused on minority adolescents and young adults that helps to demystify mental health and substance abuse. Our second recipient, Leslie Anderson of the University of Georgia, considers her supervisory and training experiences to be the most rewarding of her professional development. She hopes to expand upon this in her career by leading the development of an MFT program in a historically Black university or college in the future. By addressing this void in training programs, Leslie believes we can expand the diverse voices, perspectives, and life experiences that shape our work as MFTs. Congratulations to you both. Our committee can't wait to see the great work you do in the future. The awards committee also has the pleasure of selecting 2 recipients for the Diversity Scholarship for Emerging Leaders. These scholarships are awarded annually to support the recruitment, training, and retention of talented minorities in our field. Our first awardee, Lauren Kelly from Kansas State University, plans to further her career with a focus on evoking systemic change in marginalized communities. Through her work, she also seeks to increase the amount of marriage and family therapists and supervisors of color. And she is already well on her way with experiences in working with underserved populations, research featuring Black perspectives in key areas, and her work both as a supervisor and an AAMFT Minority Fellow. Jasmine Ferrill from Florida State University was also selected by the committee for our Diversity Scholarship for Emerging Leaders. Driven by recognizing the systematic invalidation of the oppression marginalized communities face and the mental health implication it has, through her future work, she seeks to identify gaps in research, clinical practice, and diverse supervisory and training experiences that negatively impact marginalized and underserved populations. On behalf of the AAMFT Research and Education Foundation, our committee commends this year's award winners, and we can't wait to see the positive impacts of your work in our field. The Outstanding Research Publication Award recognizes individuals whose published work represents an outstanding scholarly achievement in family therapy research. The committee selected 2 publications for award this year. Marjorie Nightingale, Christiana Ibilola Awason, and Catherine Stravianopoulos' paper, Emotionally Focused Therapy, a Culturally Sensitive Approach for African American Heterosexual Couples, was published in the Journal of Family Psychotherapy. This groundbreaking work is the first theoretical article written from a family therapy perspective to outline the unique clinical considerations therapists should make when working with African American couples. It addresses how racism and oppression impact vulnerability, emotional reactivity, and relational roles for African Americans, and challenges therapists to address their own potential biases. The committee's second award Recipients are Rachel A. Dansby Olufuwate, Stephen T. Fife, Cydney Schleiden, and Jason B. Whiting for their paper, How Can I Become More Secure? A Grounded Theory of Earning Secure Attachment, published in the Journal of Marital and Family Therapy. Their work represents some of the first done that examines how the attachment process works. It also delves deeply into the idea of secure attachment, an important domain in current research. On behalf of the AAMFT Research and Education Foundation, our committee commends this year's publication award winners for your insights and efforts to advance our profession. Each year, AAMFT's Research and Education Foundation honors members who contribute to the advancement of our profession and association through their dedication and efforts. The Organizational Contribution Award highlights those who have significantly contributed to AAMFT's advancement. This year, AAMFT is pleased to recognize two distinguished MFTs, Michael Chafin and Michael Fitzpatrick. Under Michael Chafin's leadership as AAMFT president, the association undertook some of its greatest shifts: the search for a new executive director, the redevelopment of the AAMFT Research and Education Foundation, of which he is now a trustee, key committee and task force development, which led to the eventual restructuring of AAMFT, and the approval of a development fund that led to AAMFT's online education and training programs, as well as addressing other unmet needs for its members. These changes resulted in countless benefits, including a resulting record number of approved supervisors, an important area of challenge for our MFTs in training. Prior to his work with AAMFT nationally, Mr. Chafin served in significant roles for the Georgia Association of Marriage and Family Therapy, both on the board and as a legislative chair. Mr. Chafin embodies the role of ambassador for our profession and our association, advocating for legislation that includes and promotes MFT service at both the state and the national levels, building relationships and hosting fundraising events for the AAMFT Research and Education Foundation, formally and informally mentoring leaders for the future health of our field, setting up, running, and sustaining a successful private practice, which has served the greater Atlanta area since 1989. As Dr. Marjorie Oliver, who served with Michael Chafin for 6 years on the AAMFT Board of Directors, stated, "One of the things that reverberates with me when I think of Michael Chafin is his unwavering commitment to AAMFT, to its members, and to the profession of MFT, a commitment he demonstrated and continues to demonstrate by consistently and repeatedly doing the work needed, having so many conversations with so many people, sometimes difficult, sometimes healing, sometimes inspirational, and stepping up and into the responsibilities and accountability even when not functioning in an official capacity that demanded it." Our committee couldn't agree more. Michael Fitzpatrick's contribution to our association and profession are too numerous to count. At the time of his nomination, his generous gift of board and community leadership has culminated in 45 years of service. Mr. Fitzpatrick's efforts span the AAMFT National Board, serving terms as both its treasurer and its secretary, and holding numerous roles within the Washington State Association as treasurer and president. He was a key volunteer on both WAMF's restructuring committee and its legislative committee, and his efforts were key in the prohibition of conversion therapy for minors. Mr. Fitzpatrick currently provides training and supervision at the Seattle Counseling Services for Sexual Minorities, working with couples and polyfamilies. His clinical expertise and high standards in training and supervising clinicians working with this minority population is so much needed within our profession, keeping a systemic application at the forefront of MFT services. Throughout his career, he has taught with 4 COAMFT accredited programs and has been influential in the development of the approved supervisor's status in the state. He currently serves on the Washington State Advisory Board and has been instrumental in developing best practice standards for supervision. Since 2017, Mr. Fitzpatrick has been an instructor of the AAMFT's online supervision program with other supervisors, noting that he is a mentor and his classes serve as a model for their own. Thank you, Mr. Fitzpatrick, for your vast contributions to our profession. And congratulations to both of our awardees.